Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Flea Market Rep and the nerfs to it at the beginning of this wipe. Obviously, the wipe's been out for almost a month now, and I haven't made a video about this yet because I wanted to hit Flea Market Rep 10 just so I can put in better perspective of how much you really have to work for your rep to get additional offers on the flea market. So do me a favor, man. Make sure you guys are leaving a like on the video here today, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. So I just hit rep 10, and if you guys don't know, every 50,000 rubles is 0.01 on your rep. It will go up by that much, and then I believe it is exactly the same if you have an item expire or if you remove an item off the flea market. Every 50,000 worth will actually decrease you by the same amount. At least that's how I perceive it working. So when you first load up Tarkov, when the wipe happens, you will have a 0.2 rep. So there is a little bit of room for you to get a head start. But at the end of the day, I have probably removed well over the 0.2 worth when it comes to selling shit on the flea market, since you really are limited with only 2 spaces. It really doesn't seem that bad at first, but once you really try to start listing a shit ton of items you just pulled out of raid, yeah, it becomes really tedious. Now, I waited till I was rep 10 just so I could put into context how much I have sold on the flea market up to this point. So with the number I told you just a little bit earlier, every one accounts for 5 million rubles. So some easy math, 5 million times 10, 50 mil. That's how much I've made on the flea market so far. I've sold 50 million rubles worth of items on the flea market, and the next increment for me to get my third offer, as you can see, I'm still locked in at 2 offers. Usually when you would hit flea market rep 10 in previous wipes and previous patches, you would be up to 4 offers by now already. The next increment to go to your next offer, which is 3 offers, is at flea market rep 30. I think this is very excessive, and I'm going to be completely honest, 99.9% of players will not be hitting flea market rep 30. Even with all the amounts that I've played in the last couple of wipes, I've only hit over rep 30 once, and that was, I think, in 12.9. And I think I was like level 50 for the flea market, where I just got like my 6th or 7th offer, whatever it is, whatever it used to be, I should say. Now, you have to work so hard. You have to sell 150 million rubles worth of items just to get another offer slot. I think it's a little absurd. At the end of the day, I don't know if this was to stop the money meta or if this was to stop real money trading. However, it doesn't really affect that many people who actually grind the flea market. And what I mean by that is the people who know where every single military corrugated hose spawn is, that have been selling them for $1 million a piece since the beginning of the wipe. Those guys who already have 40, 50, 60 flea market rep, it doesn't affect them one bit because they're farming a specific item to get that rep, and they're just kind of turning it over and rolling it over, and it doesn't really matter to them. So just for example, I'm kind of interested to see if we have any of those guys selling them right now. All right, I wanted to find an item that I knew was going to be really expensive right now. I looked at the military corrugated hoses. There wasn't that many high rep players out there, so I thought, okay, let's go to an item that's definitely going to be sitting for a while, and that was the marked key. We have plenty of examples here on this list if we just scroll down a little bit. Right here, 68.88 with 2 marked keys. We have another one right down here at 109 already. Both of those accounts are not even EOD accounts. That's what's scary to me. We have 36.38 non-EOD. We have, I know there's another big one down here, 42 not EOD. We have a 30 there. That's an EOD. It's probably a legitimate player, 100%. We have an EOD account here at 86.13. I mean, just going through this list, you can really see the people who farm the flea market are relatively unaffected by the nerf. I mean, nobody who is really farming the flea market legitimately or illegitimately isn't going to really be affected by these changes. The only players that it really does affect are you and me. Now, I'm a content creator, and I'm only at rep 10. I have put in over 200 hours already on this wipe, and I'm only rep 10. For you guys who probably, a good majority of you are going to be casual players who might only put in 200 hours in one wipe, you're never going to see it. So, in my opinion, you know, I think it's a little rough being at 30. I think 10 is a really good place to where they should have kept it. Give you your third offer at 10. make, 4 offers at 30, and then maybe go up to 50 for 5, 100 for 6, and so forth. I'm going to throw up the current graph of what it is right now, currently in the game, the current system of what the flea market rep levels are. It's going to be on screen for you. But that's just what I want to talk about, man. It's kind of crazy. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about the flea market changes for the rep? Like I said, it really just affects us. The people that grind the flea market, completely unaffected. So let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys are dropping that like, subscribe if you're new, sponsor, and equipment description below. That's all I got. Thank you for stopping by. I'm out.